Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for Virgo season. This will be from August 22nd through September 22nd. Now, when I am doing these readings for the season, and it'll be all of your signs, individual signs in Virgo season, and how that's going to affect you, I use a boatload of cards. I use a boatload of decks. I will use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. I ask for clarification from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Any words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I then come back to Radley Valentine, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have been pulling one card from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards, and I finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, of all the decks, I have prayed, meditated, and infused them all with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. Virgo season's going to be an interesting time. So now here, this is where I kind of give you a little recap on stuff. We actually have 3 planets that are direct. Mercury is direct, okay? And I believe that's direct in Virgo. And we do start, though, the shadow of retrograde as of the 13th, because it goes retrograde in Libra seasons. And Libras, you know what that means. There's a lot of karmic resolution happening, and it will be happening in your season. But, you know, right now it is direct, though it does start that shadow, which means that it starts to slow down, and it's not, or at least it appears to be slowing down. Now, Venus, which is in Libra, and Mars, can't remember what that is. I could be in Virgo season also. Now we have 5 planets retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. So, you know, there is some interesting energy there. Jupiter and Saturn, they're in Aquarius right now. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, can't quite remember with my Neptune and Pluto right now. Are they still in Pisces? I don't think that they are. Anyway, on the 22nd of August, that morning, when it's still Leo season, we will have that second Aquarius full moon, and that will be at 8:17 a.m. Eastern time. So we've talked about that Leo season has been bracketed by these 2 full moons. The last time this happened was 8 years ago, and the next time it'll be, I think, 11 years from now. Now, Virgo season officially begins at 3:35 p.m., and this is all Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be an interesting time. The one thing that clicked with me on Virgo, because Virgo season was a little bit quiet for me. I wasn't really getting any major downloads or not. It was just it's a wait and see type of energy. Virgo is an earth energy, but it's also the 6th sign of when the astrological year begins. So a couple of things was that, the number 6 is the number of man. So then I'm thinking that, then Leo is the 5th sign, and 5s are all about change. So there's a lot of changes that have been going on in Leo season. So now all of those changes come to Virgo, and Virgo now has to do something with them. Virgo has to, solidify them. Virgo has to look at them and say, nope, not taking this anymore. Or, yes, we're accepting this. So Virgo's going to be taking a lot of those changes and really doing a lot of delving and looking and seeing, what does this all mean? And is this something that we can live with, something we cannot live with? So then that also means that when we come to Libra season, that will be 7, and 7 is that divine umbrella. It is that divine number. Now, the other thing I noticed about Virgo season was we did have a lot of Virgo, transits and things going on in Virgo itself. And we had a lot of Libra energy going on. We had a little bit of Scorpio and Pisces, but it seemed that Virgo and Libra were the main players in Virgo season. So, Libra is about justice. Libra is about balance. And considering that Mercury will be retrograde when we are in Libra season, there could be a lot of, justice, basically karmic justice being handed out during Libra season. But again, in Virgo season, we're getting ready for all of that. Okay, so let's just kind of go a little bit into this. So again, we said that, I said that 22nd Virgo season begins. Let's pull a couple of my rider cards. And yes, I've prayed, meditated on these also, and infused Reiki energy. Let's see what we have just as an overview for Virgo season. Here we go. Choices. This has been coming up a lot lately for me. Choices. So here we have sevens. 7, divine umbrella. Basically, like I said, this is something that, there's something over us that's not necessarily making it easy, but it's not necessarily making it hard. It's all about our choices. Now, our choices in what we do, it can be very positive. So here we have, what is this? The olive branch, the wreath, which is very associated with Virgo season, but we also have the snake. We also have here's the snake. This is kind of just a serpenty thing. Then we have, this is a tower type. So there are things, we have some choices on what to do with all of this energy that just came from Leo season into Virgo. Do we build upon it? Do we make positive choices, positive changes, or do we just let everything crumble around us? A lot of it is hidden. So here we go. And that would be right, because I was feeling that there was, I was like, come on, what's happening in Virgo season? And I wasn't getting very clear pictures or answers. Next card, though, here we are. And that one, so this is the 7 of Cups. Cups, remember, is water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We do have Pisces and Scorpio. We have a Pisces full moon, and we have something going on. Venus enters Scorpio too. So, but again, I did not see Cancer. Now we have our sword energy, aces. Now, so we have a 7, we have a 1 energy, because ace is a 1. Swords is our Libra, our Aquarius. It's also our Gemini. It is our thought processes. It's hearing news. It's our ideas. It's our what are we going to how are we going to think about this? What are we going to do about, not, I shouldn't say do so much as where are we going with this? What are our challenges? How can we overcome them? So swords in itself, the Ace of Swords is all about these new ideas, new possibilities. Now we just have to take those possibilities and bring it into that earth energy so we can actually make something with it. Okay, next card is, again, we have that swords energy. So, but this is the page, and the page's underlying energy is our earth energy. So this is really very much the Virgo and all the Libra energy that we have this month. Pages, earth energy is, again, our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's, what we can make with our hands. It is our, it is our work, job, career, our money energy, what we can actually make with our hands. And then with the swords energy, it's like, taking our ideas, taking all of the things that swirling around us, taking that and actually creating that. So it looks like we have a lot of choices. We have the ability to, and these are emotional choices. These are committed choices. We have the ability to think things through, to reason things through. Do we allow our emotions to overwhelm our intellect, our objectivity? It's going to be an interesting time in Virgo season. Okay, so now we have, I told you Virgo season begins in August 30th, Mercury enters Libra. Mercury is about our, communication. And it's also a lot of this has a lot of karmic energy. Now, remember, we are starting to go into the shadow of the retrograde. And, that's going to be on the 13th. So we're going to be in Mercury, and Mercury's going to be in Libra for a little bit of time before it starts that shadow area, that shadow time. So we, again, Libra is the scales. Libra is justice. Libra is balance energy. So there could be some communication with, that basically is talking about justice, balance. It could be very soothing to us. It could be a little bit unnerving to us at the same time. It's all about, all that change energy in Leo is now being put into play, or being put into place during Virgo season. So let's see if we're going to just pull one card for Mercury. Okay, and that starts at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you like those times. Here we go. Okay, so now we have an 8. This is a major arcana card. This is all about strength. This is kind of, and remember, here we have kind of that Leo energy. So we could be hearing things that just might be a little bit upsetting, might be a little bit, disconcerting. We just have to push through it. We just have to reach out to our higher power, who could be your guardian angel, spirit guide, your voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, the source, and, and just kind of work and push through this Libra, Mercury, energy that's going on. Okay, so now we have the new moon in Virgo. That will be on September 6th. And so Virgo, again, Virgo is the Virgin. Virgo is, has a lot to do with harvest, growing things, the earth energy. Virgo wants things to be nice, and the new moon is about new beginnings, new seasons. Remember, new moon to full moon is all about requesting. Full moon is release, relinquish, and request. And the new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. It gets bigger and bigger. So it's all about requesting. The new moon is also about, making a lot of wishes, a lot of just putting things out into that universe. This is a good time for you to put out the things that that will help you make a more comfortable life. Okay? Full moon, release, relinquish, and request. And then the full moon, as it gets smaller, it is waning and it comes back. That's about relinquishing. That's about getting rid of things. So on September 6th, we have that new moon in Virgo, 8:51 p.m. It's going to be, I think that it could be a very grounding moon. I think it could be something that helps us through this season and might give us some of that clarity. It might bring us back. I'm kind of like it brings us back to earth. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, now we have Temperance. Temperance is that balance. It's one of those Libra types of cards. So here, this is a 14. So that is a derivative of 7. So we have a 7-7, and that can equal 14. Also, too, as we go through our readings, remember to write down your numbers, write down any archangels that come to you. So, this could be a time where we start to have that balance. We regain that balance in what's going on in the world and possibly in our lives, too. So this is very positive with this. I like this. It kind of is, it's very soothing at the same time. There is some water energy with this because you can see that they're balancing out the cups. So, just know that this could be one of those really positive times to it could help us to be very soothing. It's like the universe is trying to soothe us down a little bit. It's like when our nerve endings are all over the place and it wants to just say, no, everything's going to be okay, at least for the moment. Okay, so now in September 10th, Venus enters Scorpio. Scorpio is the detective. Scorpio needs to know things. Scorpio also has a little bit of hidden energy. Venus in Libra, Venus loves Libra. They just dance together. So now Venus is coming out of that Libra energy into Scorpio. So there could be some secrets revealed on that emotional level, on that, that love level, that relationship type of level too. Mars is entering Libra on the 14th. Mars is the god of war, is actually very associated with Aries, so this is kind of like wanting to just get out there and just fight. But Libra's kind of saying, hey, let's look at both sides now. Let's look at both sides. Let's use some temperance on this. We can't just choose one side over the other. So I feel that's actually going to be very calming to Mars. Now, we come to the 20th of September. that full moon is in Pisces. Now, again, too, Pisces is the dual fish. One fish likes to look to the optimistic side, but there's that other fish that likes to go into the shadows, likes to go into the dark, wants to know more of the secrets too. It has a little bit of that secret discovery like Scorpio does, but they don't really want to. They just want to know. They want to know. Now, so they don't necessarily need to tell other people about it. They just want to know the secrets. And the full moon has a lot of different types of secrets. We do not know what the other side of the moon looks like. We never see that side. This is also a time, because this is the water energy, this is also a time of very strong psychic, intuitive type of energy too. And especially since we are coming up to then the September 22nd, which will then be Libra season, and it will also be the equinox. So Libra season comes in at 3:21 p.m. Now, excuse me a second. I was pulling the card for that full moon, and it flew all the way here. So excuse me. And here we are. Here's this card. It was upside down. And this is 12. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is, we're going to have to look at things from a different perspective. We're going to, what we know as, it could be that what we know is as truth. We may find out, oh, no, things aren't quite the way we looked at them. Things aren't quite the way we saw them. What we thought was truth was not truth, or what we thought was false was not false. It's all about looking at things from a different angle. But it is this could be a time of a new paradigm that is coming. Okay, so that would be that full moon in Pisces. And if you think about it, like I said, Pisces likes to go and delve into that deeper recesses, the murky waters. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting time. Virgo has, like I said, there was a lot of Libra energy. Now, yes, we do have Aquarius energy because of Jupiter and Saturn. And remember, Saturn, I know I'm going to say it again, Saturn is all about illusions versus reality. So we do have that air energy, but there was a lot of Libra energy, and Libra was kind of opposing some of the signs, and Virgo energy, and it was kind of opposing some of the signs too. For the most part, they were all partnering. But so we had Virgo energy, we had a lot of Libra energy, there is Aquarius energy. I did not see any fire energy, and I did not see the ones that I'm telling you about. Those are what I saw when I was looking through and just researching for this. Now, maybe you'll know more about it, and that's all good. I am very willing, but to learn or to receive. But it was an interesting time. So we have the air, we have a little bit of water, not as much, air, earth, and a little bit of water. So we will see what we will see. So Virgo season seems like it's going to be interesting. Okay, now let's see, though, as we go on, let's see what it will be for your sign in Virgo season. Hello, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to Virgo season. Okay, I did not see any fire energy around. Doesn't mean it's not there. Maybe I wasn't looking where I needed to look, but let's see what we have for my Sagittariuses. As I'm shuffling the cards, please take this time to go over there and like, share, and subscribe. And click on the bell for notifications, because you keep me on air, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate all your support, my Sagittariuses. Here we are. Let's see what we have here for you. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, anything that is reversed has a little stronger oomph to it. So we have one card that's reversed. This one here. Okay, first card for my Sages. 2 of Earth. Okay, Earth energy is our Virgo, Capricorn. It's our Taurus. It has all that solid energy, tangible energy. Too much is going on. 2s have some crossroads. But this seems like this is going to be a very busy time for you. And it looks like it's going to be a busy time for you in the natural. So it's kind of like you're being pulled here, you're being pulled there, and it seems like you're going to need to make your plan, okay? It just feels like your relationships, whether they're work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, or family, I feel like all of your relationships are saying, me first, me first, me first. So I don't know how you're going to handle this, my Sagittariuses. You will be able to handle it, but the thing is, there's this earth energy, there's this air energy, that's a little bit of water energy. And again, it's almost like it's like the energies are stacked against you, and they just want you, I mean, just get your roller skates on. Just get your roller skates on, or better yet, put up your boundaries. Learn your boundaries. Put up your boundaries. Here we go. Too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So, maybe you need to laugh a little bit more, or you may, I don't know how that's going to handle it. But again, I think that this is a good time to have boundaries, though I think that they're going to overreach them. They're going to kind of go into your boundaries, and it's like all the relationships, even friends that maybe you haven't even heard from in a while, they're all going to be reaching out. Here we go. Next card. The King of Earth. Now, I like the King of Earth. The King of Earth is the ultimate professional. The King of Earth is the one that knows how to do things and make money, okay? This is the subject matter expert. This is the one that, this is also a very much, the professional could be a lawyer, doctor, could be somebody who is, CEO also. Now, the King's underlying energy is air, so that has a lot to do with our Libra, Aquarius, and our Gemini. But this is that earthly part. And this is the Midas touch. This is the ability to make money. So this doesn't necessarily mean that this has to be a second person. I mean, it could be a mentor. It could be somebody that you work with that's helping you through something. But this could also be you, too. So maybe you're going to be focused. Again, I feel like this is trying to distract you, take you away from possibly your focus. Maybe your focus will be on your work energy, because this does have a lot of work energy to it. So, generous, professional, responsible, practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. Your last card reversed, the 10 of water. Now, so we have a 2, 1, 0. That's very interesting. So 210, because that's a countdown, right? 210. Okay, so 10, 1's a new beginning. 0 has God or source energy. 10's transition. Water is our Scorpio, our Pisces. It's also our Cancer. It's fluid. It's very emotional. And this is all about the family. This is all about the family. So again, you may have, like I said, everybody wants a piece of you. Everyone wants a piece of you, because you make things better, my Sagittarius, as you really do. You make people feel cared for. You make people feel loved. You make people also feel like, like, hey, I can handle this. So you give them confidence in many ways, too. And you're a lot of fun to be around. So I feel like you've got your happy family. You've got your job. I feel like you're going to be kind of pulled between the two of them, or also two friends, relationships, too. So this is a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So I feel like, both of these are really good. These are positive. It's just, like I said, there's only so much of you, boundaries. Set some boundaries. How's that? Okay, let's go to the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards and see for any clarification. But business in itself, because it feels like your family is going to be interjecting more on your business energy. So just saying that. And it's nothing to be angry about, because the family loves you. The family, it's happy. It says happy family. So it's, or happy, and whatever family is. Family could be your work family. It could be the people that support you too, or the people that you support. Okay, let's go on. See what we have here for my Sages. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Here we are. Awareness. Now, this is a number 1. So this would be like your new beginning, your new start. 1 is a new start, but this would also be, it's not leap of faith, but it's kind of the magician. It's the one that, things can you can manifest things. Things can happen for you. Awareness now, if you look, you know, third eye, that's basically, you know, a lot of it has to do with your intuition, how you're receiving things. It's connecting. There's also, you know, it's kind of going up a little bit. It's not necessarily crown per se, but it's kind of, you know, going a little bit into the crown. And we have this circle, you know, that has no beginning, no end, connecting into that, you know, into that universal energy. So it's kind of being, and this is, again, awareness. So it is being aware of the universal energies, being aware of that metaphysical piece of you, or that metaphysical connection that you have. So a lot of times when all this busy stuff is happening, a lot of times it throws you off of your course, and you're working so much in the natural, you forget about that supernatural. So this is a good reminder to tell you. But the magician, or the awareness, is also telling you that you have the ability to make things happen. But you need to, you know, when it talks about this, you need to almost be aware of what you're doing. So watch your words. Keep them positive. Keep your thoughts positive too. Next card. Here we are. Okay, so here is a 9. 9 has kind of like all the pieces are coming together. All the puzzle pieces are here. The game pieces, everything's coming together. It just has to be put together, and then then things can complete themselves, or they are where you need them to be. Again, too, I think this talks about suffering in silence. You know, she's kind of watching the sun come up or go down. She kind of is in a, you know, kind of a rocky place. I'm kind of feeling heat here. But at the same time, I think that a lot of this, remember when I said to put your roller skates on? I think it's going to be more a time of roller skates. I don't necessarily see you setting your boundaries, because part of this is also, you know, when you're doing things in that career, you kind of feel guilty about anything that you might not be doing in your family or in that emotional arena. So, you know, to me, Sagittarius this is you holding things in and not necessarily letting them out, which might be what you need to do. You know, you know what's best for your relationship. So anyway, next card. Deception and envy. Deception and envy. That's a 7. 7 has the divine number. It is, divine umbrella. Deception and envy is usually what comes from, sometimes we can have that. Sometimes we can feel very envious and we want what others have. But a lot of times, especially if things are working really, really well, you need to watch out for the people that might try to undercut you. They might try to, this could be some jealousies. This could be also if there's any kind of, like the family or the work saying, oh, you're paying too much attention to them. You're not paying enough attention to me. So it's kind of, again, I feel like you're going to be pulled. This is going to be a pulling time. However, the thing is, though, it's pulling you, but yet you've got so many great energies around you. But there's only one Sagittarius. So I would say have some good communication. Talk to your family, talk to your work, talk to the people that you might not necessarily be able to give them the time. Explain to them what's happening and and also ask them how they could support you. But also watch out for, when things are going well at work or going well in that financial home tangible, there's always someone that wants what you have. So watch out for that person too. Kind of a sneaky snake there, okay? Now, let's go on and words of advice from Osha Zentero. Here we are. So yeah, but remember, you have a lot of ability to manifest. You have a lot of manifesting abilities. You can speak it out. You can say it. So make sure that you don't do negative talk, no negative self-speak either. That's like the thing when you hear about somebody say, oh, I hate that person, and then something happens and you feel guilty and you really didn't hate them. It's just for that moment, you just felt very angry at them. So make sure what comes out of your mouth is positive and with love. How's that? Okay, let's go on and see here. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this card. Nope. I always try here. And this is go with the flow. Let things happen. Just, you don't have to necessarily make everything right for everyone else. Again, that goes with your boundaries, you know. You don't have to make things right. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to make it all, you know, all about them, you know. So just kind of let things naturally or organically occur. How's that? Next card, awareness. So here we have a 7 again. And this is kind of like really looking at the situation. And, you know, and just kind of, you know, it's here. The person is trapped behind, you know, behind a film, behind a screen, behind a, you know, a curtain, okay? But yet the other person is, oh, you know, the person inside the person, the spirit, is breaking through and actually sees the reality of the situation. So sometimes that's not comfortable. Sometimes that's not kind of like, oh my gosh, you know, were you trying to sabotage me? Were you trying to keep me from accomplishing something? I don't know. But it is being more aware. And also, too, remember, awareness, you've gotten, even though this is a 7 and it's the divine, you also had that word come up here. So what is it that you need to be aware of? So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, but keep your third eye open also. All right, here we go. And this one is a 15. This is about conditioning. This is about afraid to step out of your role. This is about, you know, this is lion. This is the story of the lion and the sheep. The lion was raised to believe he was a sheep, that he was a lamb, a sheep. And that is, you know, so now he's realizing things aren't right here. And yet he's afraid to move out of it. He's afraid to, you know, to say, why isn't this right? He's afraid to see the truth in many things too. So it's kind of a society kind of conditioning, a family kind of conditioning, a work type of conditioning to not necessarily let you see your own strengths and your own, I don't know, your own talents in many ways. So anyway, so be aware of that. Those are some things to be aware of. Here we go. Let's see what we have now. So there is some things for you. There is, you know, like I said, I kind of feel like this could be sneaky snake a little bit. So just, and they're wearing a mask. They, you know, what they appear to you and what they really are. Again, the awareness is jumping at me too. All right, so here we have some cards. Let's see how many popped. Oh, we have 3. Okay, well, let's go this way. Here, here, and here. Okay, so now, make sure. Okay. Okay. So there is some growth here. There is some stuff here going on. So the Ace of Raphael, we have that 1, and Raphael is the water energy. So this has a new emotional experience to it, but it's also very, very positive. It's actually taking you into a deeper part of your relationship, whether, again, work, job, family, home, personal, such like that. This is a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights also. So connect with your, you know, I think that the 2 things with awareness, I think that can open your, like I said, open your eyes, but not just open these eyes. I think it could open a lot of that, a lot of the intuition too. Maybe you'll learn to trust yourself more and trust your intuition more too. So now here is an archangel energy. This is Archangel Uriel. Uriel brings the light, shines the light on what is, you know, what's been in the dark, sees the truth of a situation. We have a 19. I think we've talked about the 1s and we've talked about the 9s. And this is all about wonder. This is life is wonderful. Again, what I was been telling you, thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So here we have all this positive energy, and then we come up with the 3 of Michael. The 3 of Michael is the 3 of Swords. It's the one that we don't really want to see, but it really has a very powerful and impactful message. Let go. Let go. There's something that you might need to let go that's trying to hold on to you. Let go. Release it. Let something go. You know, release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So there's something that, you know, you just kind of, maybe it's letting go of the thought that you are superwoman, superman, that you can do everything. Maybe you've got to come to that terms that, hey, I need a little bit of help. maybe I need help from when if there is a family, maybe I need somebody else to help do the dishes or do the dinner or something like that. Or maybe at work energy, maybe I need help at my work. It could be a thing about letting go that you are not, you cannot, it's not that you can, not that you don't have the ability to do many, many things, but not at the same time. Not at the same time. You might need a little help. And that's kind of hard to come to. But Virgo energy is really kind of grounding you at the same time. It's kind of bringing you back to earth a little bit more so. Okay, let's go on, and we're going to pull one of the guardian angels here. I do love your energy. I just worry about you being a little bit stressed, more stressed than I would like for you. Good things. The King of Earth. I love that. The Ten of Water. How can, such blessings. The Ace of Raphael, the Sun. These are all blessed cards. These are wonderful cards. Being aware, wonderful stuff. It's just that it's hard to live up to all the expectations, especially when you get tired. Okay, one last card for my Sagittarius is here we are. Okay, this is interesting too. So this is 20. So we have that 2 energy, that, those choices. And again, the 0 energy, God, universal, source energy. This is about review and contemplation. This kind of wraps a lot of this up. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. That is also the Judgment card. That's also the Judgment card. So, it's just kind of like it's clearing a path for you. It's being, you need to be the real you. You need to, like I said, you don't have to be Superman. You don't have to be Superwoman. You can be the real super Sagittarius. Okay, what crystal or energy for my Sagittarius? So this could be this month could be, or this season could be one where there's a lot of self-discovery here too. This is reversed. Blue topaz. Finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, forgiveness. Interesting stuff for you. Interesting. It's all good. It's all good, and you will get there. You will get through this too. Okay, my Sagittariuses, again, take your moment if you didn't do it earlier to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, notifications. As always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.